How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Whoo, man, last night was rough. High winds and torrential downpours, but that's okay. We made it through it. That's the main thing, right? So what's today's video about? Well, you're going to have to hang around and find out. Sorry. Again, welcome back to the channel, everybody. So glad each and every single one of you could make it. Today's video is basically just a little chat about the channel. Life in general. What do I mean? Well, when I was a kid, like so many boys and some girls, Hot Wheels, Matchbox, it was the thing. That's what we had to play with, and I fell in love with them. I destroyed some through my childhood. You know, I played with them. Some of them's probably in the bottom of a lake. Some of them's being crushed by actual real cars because I was playing out in the road and cars went running by. Yeah, long story short, like so many kids, I fell in love with them. And, you know, when I got in junior high here in North Carolina, where we're at, it's called junior high. Other places called middle school and stuff like that, but that's okay. I grew out of them. My life started revolving around other things, including females, and that's how I ended up getting married. I actually met my wife in high school. Most of you don't know that. But with that stated, you know, our priorities kind of change and everything. Life, and it's starting to rain again, but we're going to work through it. But you know, life's priorities change, so we work through it and everything. And then again, later on, I got into Hot Wheels. You know, I started collecting them and everything, and I had a rather large collection. And life again got in the way, you know, financial difficulties, health difficulties, and I needed to let them go, sadly. So there was this guy I knew that I had bought a lot of the cars from, actually. Most of them come from places like Walmart and KB Toys and stuff like that. But the rare stuff I got from him because he wasn't a broker, if you will, but he hunted down, found, got, purchased, sold, traded very rare cars. So some of the stuff that I had, I got from him. And when it come time to where life was just getting in the way, I was talking to him, and we struck up a deal. You know, he said, I'll take them and I'll give you this much for them if you're interested, and I'll keep them in my collection and they won't go anywhere. So I thought about it. It was more than fair. Excuse me. And I let him go. And up until his passing, he still had them. I couldn't believe it. Well, now his kids and everything's got everything. I don't know what they did with them. I don't know if they sold them, or because I don't have any dealings with his family. It was just him, you know. But long story short, I didn't have any. And then one day I was just decided to look at it. You know, when I go in the stores, there they were. I could see them. Don't look, don't look, don't look. The wife would tease me. Don't you want to go over there and look? No, I don't want to go over there and look. Well, one day I was on eBay just looking around, and there was always one that I wanted, or always a series that I wanted. I hope I could complete the series, but I just wanted it. So I put in a bid of $26. It was at $20 at the time, with like 30 seconds left, so I put in 26. I meant to put in 24, but I put in 26 some kind of way. Anyhow, I'm glad I did, because the person came back within that last 30 seconds and upped their bid, but because I put in 26 by accident, it covered it. So I ended up winning it. But long story short, I never really wanted to get back into Hot Wheels. But there was just something about this car, like I said, I wanted it, and I bought it. And because of this one car, it's taken me down this rabbit hole again. You know, it's just, there's something about these freaking little cars that amazes us, loves us. I don't know. Some of us is about to hunt looking for them. Some of us is about the actual holding them in our hand, the design and looking at them and just admiring their beauty. But anyhow, My wife said, "Are you going to start collecting again?" I'm like, "Well," I said, "I might." I said, "But I'm going to concentrate on one specific car, and that was the Camaros." And I've done that, but because of a lot of you, my collection has grown outside that realm. But I don't care. And that, people contact me all the time and like, "Dude, I'd like to send you something, but you have all the Camaros. I don't know what to send you." Don't feel that way. First, you don't have to send me anything. Number two, it doesn't matter what you send. I love all makes, all models. I love Corgi, Johnny Lightning, Greenlight, M2. Doesn't matter. I like them all. Planes, trucks, boats, anything. Haulers, tractor trailers. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. If you want to send something, send whatever. I don't care. But you don't have to send anything at all. But back to the story. I told the wife I was going to concentrate on just one car, and that's the one that I bought. This one, the heavy Chevy, right? This happens to be the Flying Customs one, and this is part of the spoiler series. That's the reason it has the engine sticking out, and I hope to one day be able to collect all these. These jokers can be kind of pricey. I mean, like I said, I paid $26 for this one. It's coated in red kid paint. Well, I knew an old trick of how to get that red paint off. It's starting to rain a little heavier now. So I thought about it and I said, well, I'm going to do something. I'm going to take it off. And up until then, I had never thought about having a diecast channel. Never. But as I thought about taking this off, I was like, somebody else might like to see how to do that. So that's why my channel was started, okay? My channel was started because of this one car. I had never taken a car apart. I'd never painted a car outside of being a little kid with the little Testors paints and Testors paintbrush, really screwing the paint up. But it hit me. Maybe other people would like to see and learn as I learn. So that's why my channel was started. For the love of these freaking little cars. And because I wanted to learn how to put this back to its former glory. And that's what I'm going to do. I've had all the parts. This is my unicorn. I've had all the parts. I've got the paint. I've got the wheels. I've got the glass. Didn't buy an engine because the engine, I think, after I polish it up and clean it and everything, I think it'll be fine. But everything else I've got for it. So, on January 12th of 2021, that's right, just coming up on a year, I started my channel because of this car. And through the love of this thing, I started watching others on how to do it. And I'm just going to name a few. I can't name them all. Some of you may have heard of them, some of you may not have. But if you haven't, check them out. They're great channels. Diecast Graveyard, Paul over there, he does wonderful work. He does pretty much strictly restorations. Paul Udelis over at Fat Man Productions does great work. He does all kind of stuff. He makes coin rings. He does plastic model kits. He does diecast. He does restorations. He does customs. Then you got Diecast Resurrection, Diecast Outcast, Flying Valiant. Flying Valiant was the first, what do they call it? Gaslands build I ever seen. As through all of them and many more, I have learned how to drill these cars apart. I have learned how to strip the paint off of them. I've learned how to sand them, polish them, prime them, paint them, do all kind of crazy stuff. Cut doors open, cut the hoods off, make a hardtop into a convertible. Yeah, I know I haven't showed all that. It's coming. But because of this one car, my channel was created. Now, I didn't start all that. I didn't do all that to start off with. I showed the little thing of how to remove the paint. This thing was covered in red. It was covered in it. But I could see just a smidge. There's a couple spots that was worn. I could see just a smidge of the yellow. So I was like, well, I know how to get that paint off. So I went in and borrowed the wife's fingernail polish remover, which is acetone, a couple Q-tips and a couple paper towels, and went to work. And I got to this point and I stopped because I loved the way it looked. It just looks like an old barn find car. If I had another one, I might even leave this one like that and redo the other one. I hope to get more of these. I really do. I love these. I love the whole spoilers. You know, you've got the Boss Hoss, you've got the Maverick, you've got the Gremlin, oh man, the Poison Pinto. Oh, it's not part of the spoiler series, but stuff like that where you can see that engine sticking out, I love. Anyhow, I started the channel so that we can learn together. But through that, a wonderful thing happened. Very wonderful thing. I met all of you. I met each and every one of you. Now, yes, we don't know each other personally, but through interactions, through emails, private messages on other social media, you know, through my videos, through your comments, through premieres, which I love because we get to interact as you watch the video and everything. I have met some wonderful, wonderful people, and I'm not going to name anybody by name. And the reason for that is that I currently have right at 1,670 subscribers. I can't remember 1,670 names. I could barely remember my name when I go to sign my check at the bank. So that's why I make a special point in each one of my videos to say thank you for being here. I don't take that lightly. I don't. You don't have to watch me. You don't have to watch my stupid love of this hobby or my ramblings or whatever. You don't have to watch. You don't have to be here. Your time is very valuable. You could be doing other things, but you're here watching. You're here learning, hopefully. And I don't take that lightly. So when I say thank you all for coming, I mean that. So with that stated, I want to say thank you all so very much for being here. Thank you all so much for the past year. I didn't do my first paint job until March, maybe April. So it's been roughly 9 months since we started doing anything to these cars. And I think we've come a long way. And by that I mean we. Yes, you've been here, I've been here, we've done this together. Like I said, this is my unicorn. I've been holding off on it. I would love to have more of them. Will I get more? Who knows? But this joker's getting done. She is going to be restored to her former glory. Like I said, I've got everything for it. It's time to do it. It'll be this year, probably a lot sooner. And I'll just leave it at that. I'll leave that as a cliffhanger. But without you guys, there would be no Old Man Diecast. You know that. Without your support, without you watching, without you donating cars, you know, the customs, the collection, all that wouldn't be possible, and I don't take that for granted. I don't. I met some wonderful people. I made some great friends. And with that said, I'll get off of here. What does 2020 hold for any of us? We don't know. Nothing is promised. But I pray it'll be a fun ride for us all. Because this year I'm going to focus more on restorations rather than customs. I'm still going to be doing customs. I'll still be doing the videos. I'll still be showing you, hopefully, new techniques that you might not have seen. And yeah, what 2022 holds for us, nobody knows. But I hope it's going to be a fun one. And I hope you all will come along for the ride. Anybody that's watching and ain't subscribed, consider subscribing. That way you won't miss anything. Come along for the ride with us, because it might be a little bumpy, but I think we'll make it. I really do. Until next time, get out there and hunt. Because you don't hunt, whether it's old or new, you're not going to find it. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you all so very much for being here. I mean that. Thank you. Loves to do. Yeah, tell them about it. You want to say bye to everybody? You want to say bye? Bye. Well, there you heard it. Bye.